Hi, this is Iris from the Warriors Walk, and I have a message for you. I was going to write it and do like a little blog and all, but you know what? God has just put it on my heart that I really need to start getting these videos done again. And so I'm just going to come to you this morning and with morning coffee and just let's just dive right in. Okay? So God gave me Romans 8:31 for you today. God said someone needs to hear this today. Someone needs to hear that if I am for them, who can be against them? And now we hear this verse all the time and it becomes kind of just something that we blatantly say. But I need to take a moment and have you realize what this really is saying and what this really means is that if God has ordained you, if God has called you to something, if God has told you, go get that job, if God has told you, this is for you, then who are we to say, I don't know, God, maybe I can't, or allow anyone else to stop us? If God is for us, who can be against us? That includes us. We are included in that who can be against us. If God has sent us somewhere, who are we to doubt God? It is our doubt that will keep us from experiencing his greatness. And that's what I want to tell you today. That's what I want to bring before you today. That if God is calling you to a promotion, and that's what I keep feeling in my heart, like God has got a promotion or a job for someone that's hesitating because they think they're not qualified, that they don't know if they can do it. And God is saying, I told you can, and you will. So our hearts, our lives should be just about obedience to God and what he tells us to do. Not what we think we can do, not what the enemy tells us we can't do, not what the world tells us we can't do, but what God tells us we can do. We should just step up knowing that if God is for us, who can be against us? So I decided to read a little bit more into Romans 8:31 and that whole process, just kind of get an idea of what else those verses had to say, so that I can come to you today. And so I'm going to go ahead and read something to you on Romans 8:31 out of the Message Bible, and it says, "So what do you think? With God on our side, how can we lose? If God didn't hesitate to put everything on the line for us, embracing our condition and exposing himself to the worst by sending his own son, is there anything else he wouldn't gladly and freely do for us?" Take a moment for that. Understand what this just said, what this word just said. It says that if God took the lashes, the beating, the crucifixion on the cross for you and for me, there is nothing else he won't do for us. Nothing. And he took that beating on the cross before we even accepted him. He took that beating on the cross even knowing that we would sin against him. He still loved us that much. So I'm coming to you today and I'm telling you that wherever God is sending you, what God has told you to step into, that job, that promotion, that relationship, that whatever, that new home, the new car, the new whatever, step into it and know that God has got your back. And with him by your side, with him next to you, behind you, in front of you, there is nothing that can come against you. If you walk in his will, God will walk with you. Take this morning. Take this verse. Take this message for you. And I don't know who it's for, but I pray that you see this video and you see it and you know it in your heart that God is sending you a message and letting you know that wherever he's sending you, he's going with you and he's fighting for you. He's qualifying you and he's making a way for you to be who he's calling you to be. So walk forward in faith and know that God has got your back. Keep walking, warriors. Keep walking.